Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. Today, I and a few of my friends want to talk about foundation of group behavior. This topic focuses on how individuals behave when they work within a group and how dynamic influence performance, decision making, and overall outcome. In both academic and organizational setting, group behavior play a crucial role in determining whether a team function effectively or face challenges. Throughout this presentation, we will explore key concepts such as status differences, social loafing, group decision making, and cultural influences, all of which shape on how group operates and interact. Understanding this foundation helps us recognize why some groups perform well, while others struggle despite having capable members. Okay, so to begin our topic, we will first relate this theoretical concept to our own experience as a student working on group assignment. By examining real situations that we commonly face in academic group work, we can better understand on how group behavior affect productivity and fairness within a team. First, we want to discuss about how status, social loafing, and the group decision making influence the quality of group assignment among students. Okay, so to elaborate on this question, I would like to invite Wani to present this.
Thank you, moderator, for your question. Today, I will be sharing my real experience of working on student group assignment by examining how status, social loafing, and group decision making influence teamwork and the quality of the final task. We will also highlight the importance of equal participation and fair responsibility to achieve a successful group outcome. Now, I would like to share our experience of working in the group assignment as student. Group work is a common part of academic life and is designed to develop teamwork, communication skill, and collaboration. However, from our experience, the group effectiveness and the quality of the group assignment depend heavily on group behavior, not just individual ability. There are three key factors that strongly influence the outcome of a group assignment, which are status, social loafing, and group decision making. First, status in a student group usually forms naturally. It is often based on academic achievement, confidence level, communication skill, or personality. Students with a higher confidence or strongly academic performance often become leaders or decision makers. While leadership can help guide decision, problems arise when high status members dominate the group. Lower status members may feel their ideas are not valued, which may cause them to stay silent or withdraw from participation. As a result, the group lost valuable perspective that could improve the assignment. This situation then leads to the second factor, which is social loafing. Social loafing happens when some members put in less effort because they believe others will complete the task. In my experience, there was a group member who relied heavily on others and contribute only minimal effort. This creates an unfair workload and causes frustration among hardworking members. When members feel their efforts are not equal share, group efficiency and motivation decrease. These two issues strongly affect group decision making. Ideally, decision making in group assignment should involve all members equally. Everyone should have the opportunity to share ideas, opinions, and suggestions. However, when status imbalance and social loafing exist, decisions are often made by only a few active or high-status members. These include decisions such as task distribution, assignment structure, and final submission. Consequently, the group may miss out on creative ideas from less active members. In conclusion, the relationship between status, social loafing, and group decision-making can create imbalance within a group. This imbalance causes some members to become passive and reduce overall task satisfaction. Therefore, to ensure the successful group assignment, it is important to avoid double standard, promote equal participation, and ensure fair responsibility among all members. By understanding and managing this factor, group can improve both collaboration and the quality of works. Thank you for asking me the question. I will return back to the moderator.
Okay, thank you, Wani, for that explanation. From the discussion, we can see that even within student group, issues like unequal status and social loafing can affect fairness and productivity. This leads us to the next question, which asks an important question. Is working in and managing a monocultural group completely problem-free? To start answering the question, I would like to invite Izzati to introduce the concept of monoculture. Izzati, could you please begin by explaining what is meant by monoculture and how this concept apply in social and organizational settings?
Thank you for the question. My name is Nurul Izzati binti Muhammad Asrin with number matric S76528. So the simple answer to this question is no. Working in and managing the monoculture groups are not problem-free. So let me explain more details why. Before jumping straight into the monoculture groups, it's helpful to look at the origin of the term. Monoculture originally comes from agriculture, where it refers to growing only one type of crop or raising one type of livestock. This idea was then applied to social and organizational contexts. In the context, monoculture described as a dominant culture that sets the standard for what it is considered acceptable behavior, values, and ways of thinking. This explanation comes from the research done by NEFHA at MGM3043.
Thank you, Izzati, for that introduction. Now that we understand the general concept of monoculture, could you further explain what a monocultural group is and how it differs from multicultural group?
So, what is monocultural groups? It's a group where members shares a high degree of cultural uniformity, including common language, ethnicity, religion, values, and social norms. Members usually have similar worldviews, communication patterns, and follow the same cultural norms. Monocultural groups are the opposites of multicultural groups, or culturally heterogeneous groups. This understanding is supported by NIFHA 2020, Weitzel 1998, and Sanchez Cardenas 2019, and also reflected in the cultural homogeneity data from the World Development at UZH 2023.
That definition helps us understand monocultural group more clearly. Next, could you walk us through the different types of monocultural group scenario, including national monocultures and small homogeneous groups?
Now, there are several types of group scenario. So why am I explaining these types of scenarios? So that we can see how it happens in real life and how monocultural groups are categorized by. So firstly, quasi-absolute homogeneous societies. These are countries where one ethnic and cultural groups makes up about 95 to 98% of the population, with a shared language and culture. Such societies enjoy strong social cohesion, uniform education, and fewer internal cultural division. Examples include in Japan, Germany, and Scandinavian countries during their main development phase. Oh, before I forgot, so the types that I have given here are all sources from research done by Sanchez Cardenas 2019 and Oizel 1998. So let's move on. Secondly, ethnic majority dominance of monoculture. Here, multiple ethnic groups exist, but one majority dominates politically, economically, and culturally. The majority sets out the national norms, language, and institution, while minorities may be pressured to assimilate. Examples include China with its Han majority, historical United States and Canada, Russia, Turkey, and Saudi Arabia. So we are getting to third, which is monocultural small groups. Small groups composed entirely on individuals from one national culture, like all Japanese or all European American groups. There are two types here. Homogeneous collectivist group, example, all Japanese, which tend to have minimal conflict, cooperative decision-making, and fair speaking participation. The second, homogeneous individualistic groups, which example, all European American, which may have more competitive approach, unequal turn-taking, and higher conflict, while still remaining monocultural. Fourth, ethnic minority dominance. While we always thought the more people dominates the minority, but here you can see that small minority also can dominate over the majority, which is a small minority group hold disproportionate power, shaping national identity and institution to its own culture. Often, larger groups feel excluded and oppressed. Historical examples include apartheid-era South Africa and pre-1994 Rwanda. And fifth, quasi-total fractionalization. The population is divided into countless small ethnic, linguistic, or religious groups, so no single culture dominates. This makes governance and policymaking very challenging. Examples include the Democratic Republic of Congo and Papua New Guinea. This example shows that having monocultural groups are not without challenge. Even when members share same culture, problems can arise, whether in communication, decision-making, or interaction with minority perspectives. Now, for this part of case study question, my partner Aumi will continue from here to explain this case study question further.